In this video, we're going to talk about business casual clothing for true spring. A smile lights up everyone's face when this person walks in the room. They are social, curious, charming, and have the magical ability to soak up the intensity in the room. It's only right that color is part of their natural communication style, as it is for all of us. A question we're often asked is how to take these inherently casual colors and create professional outfits. The true spring colors are light, energetic, and approachable. And here's how we put that into action in business casual dressing.
Have a look at these gorgeous colors. Mostly what they are is warm, but they're also bright, they're fresh, they're natural, and they're even a little bit juicy. Remember the key, the genius is that everybody's got a version of every color. And you don't have to figure out what it is. It's already done for you in the palette. So you can see a blue here on the screen. The blue has been adjusted to be perfect for warm colored people and to work in warm colored closets or wardrobes. Blue for true spring is also an excellent stand-in for black because the truth is there is no way for this type of coloring to wear black really well. And besides blue, you have all kinds of other neutrals. You've got cane sugar, you've got honey, you've got lager beer brown. You can see some of those across the bottom row, like that beautiful sweater in the lower left. So much better than black. Easy enough to find, and it takes off pounds and it takes off years when you wear these colors. You can see white here in the pants on the lower right. It's a kind of a peachy ivory. That's your white shirt. And as we said, you've got all kinds of other neutrals here, and they're all kind of sweet and sugary. So there's something a little bit delicious about those as well. If spring has one superpower, they have several, but if they had one, it would be the ability to wear lots of color together. What might look a little bit cluttered or busy on another type of coloring on a spring, it looks fantastic. If you're looking for a more natural feeling, you choose simpler styles like the items across the top row. And for someone who's looking for an urban or a more tailored feel, you're choosing that kind of styling, as you can see for the woman in the middle row. Because multiple colors at once looks so good, that also extends to wearing a lot of colors together in a single item, like the bracelet in the middle row. You can see lots of colors together. That looks terrific, like wearing a rainbow. But the other thing for you to notice is that those stones are smooth and they're also transparent. That property of smoothness and of transparency is fantastic on spring, and it applies as much to jewelry as it does to cosmetics. You can find a link on the screen for a blog post at Chrysalis Color that goes into detail about how to wear cosmetics for this type of skin texture and skin tone to take advantage of that aspect of transparency. Metals, warm and shiny, just like everything else about the palette. So you would pick nice yellow golds, very smooth, very shiny. That would fit into the gold strip of your palette. Rose gold tends to be beautiful for springs, and just choose a color that would fit into the brown strip of your color palette. Silver, not so good. Like black, that is really something to avoid for this skin tone because it tends to look frozen when gold looks so much better.
There's almost no other season that can have so much fun with patterns without losing credibility. And don't worry, true spring will look grown up and professional in patterns as long as they are in colors from the true spring palette. So we encourage that for every true spring, man or woman. Every season can wear patterns, but there's something unique about the spring's ability to make mixing colors look so harmonious. It looks good with the energy level of their colors, even in a professional setting. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the tops on the left. They're all in the juicy, sun-drenched colors of true spring. And by all means, do include these in your wardrobe. But don't forget to also have a selection of prints at your disposal. to permeate your outfits with a dazzling spring energy. Patterns can also be used in pants and skirts, although in this age of video meetings, we benefit more from having fun patterns on the tops, especially for a spring. I do provide some examples of lovely true spring skirts and pants with patterns in the accompanying blog post about business casual dressing on the Nordic Simplicity website.
The true spring man tends to be informal by nature, and so he's really comfortable with the idea of business casual clothing. What can happen though is he tries to do business casual wearing the colors that he sees the other guys wearing: dusty blue, burgundy, khaki, white. Guys, you could not be making worse choices for your appearance unless you decided to just wear all black every day. Your answer is to stick with your light, clear colors in whatever styles that you prefer. In fact, when a true spring colored man is not wearing at least one color per outfit, it's a little bit bland. It's a little bit uninteresting. Your choices in clothing are not doing and saying for you what they could be. Notice that these colors are bright, but they're not bold. They're relaxed, they're natural, they're sunny, they're like beaches and flowers, except that you're going to wear them year round. You're not just going to wear them when you're on holidays. What all these colors have in common is that they're warm. So the red, the yellow, the peach, you can feel the warmth in those colors. But remember, every season has every color. And so the colors we think of as cool, like green and purple, or the blues that you can see on the screen, are also set up to work inside of warm color palettes. That white shirt is a peachy ivory color. You could describe that when you're shopping and looking for a white shirt as French vanilla ice cream. You can see the yellow in it, and it looks so much better, perfectly professional, like a very clean white underneath this face, compared to the frozen or tired look that can happen when he wears traditional cool white. The jeans are very blue. They do not need to be any darker than this. And they could be lighter, but you don't want to go too light, because what will happen is they start to give a faded impression. And when the rest of the look is not faded, what can happen is the jeans will look a little bit tired or a little bit drab. He's also got all kinds of pants in other neutral colors. You can see light gray and you can see light tan on the screen. There are many, many choices. Shoes, well, they're going to be in the medium darkness range because the clothing is, and usually the man is colored in a way that's light medium to medium dark. It's not very, very dark in his appearance. And so for the whole look to connect together, his shoes are also not too dark. Like with the women, gold looks really good next to this skin when it's shiny and when it's quite yellow. And so if you're not a guy who's going to wear jewelry, take advantage of how good gold can look and wear sunglasses and have a metal frame. For the lenses, don't pick black. Don't pick a really cool blue or purple blue. Go with dark green. Go with dark brown. Looks a lot better. And don't wear silver. Next to this skin tone, it looks frozen. It looks hard. Gold is a much better choice. About the phone case. It's an excellent item because it shows you a version of what spring's gray can look like. And sometimes it's a little bit hard to know in stores for any type of coloring what your gray is. Well, you're shopping with your phone anyways, and having a comparison or a reference item is a really good way to get items right. Spring men, jokes, fun, games, surprises. That's right up this guy's alley. And so using socks as an item that comes in tons of colors and is easy to find, is easy to buy online, is a great way to just sneak a little bit more color into the look.
So there's a version of every single color out there available for you. And having a personal color analysis is the best way to find out which ones make you look radiant and which colors to treat like toxic waste.